Hi, I'm Eric D'Amato.
I am Matt.
And I will curse all of you and your stupid, stupid minds.
I think you have the stupidest mind here, Gio. No offense.
Okay, I am the fucking the Migo brain of the retards, Gio.
Matt went from 0 to 100, right back to 0. Love it.
Yeah, it's like I am the alpha, the omega. Okay, I'm just a big fucking retard then.
Willingly accepts it. I love it.
Yes. And welcome to a film that you cannot deny is true or false.
Though, before we get to actually what we're reviewing today, we made it.
Yes, we did.
This is episode 200.
We made it.
Whoa.
We made it. We made it.
We've laughed. We've cried.
Don't you quit. Don't you quit.
We watched Saint Dracula 3D while heavily sleep deprived.
Don't you quit on me during Saint Dracula, Merrick. You didn't quit on me.
We put several series. We put several series to bed.
Yes,
we started some new series. We'll never be done Puppet Master.
Some.
Yeah, we've broken many things.
Yeah.
I took
some
my first hiatus right at the beginning of this goddamn show because I didn't want to watch one fucking movie.
Yeah, you quit a couple times there.
we've been shutified.
Mm-hmm. We've had so many things happen.
We've been full of Satan.
Yeah, we have been.
There was a lot of Satan.
We met Galgi and his blackbirds.
Ah, yes. God bless Galgi.
We joined Baron Munchausen on his big floaty blimp.
We went to Zombieland.
That we did. That's true. We got to witness a bunch of crazy fucking mini sketches in a dead medium known as VHSs.
We found the Dark Tower.
Oh God, yes, we did.
I just want to say, I found my spirit within. Okay, I found the spirit within.
This truly awakened you, Matt.
I'm so happy I got that fucking movie, dude.
We got a new, basically, mascot for the show in the Tall Man from the Phantasm series.
I feel like each one of us is kind of a mascot for the show.
Matt,
I find should be more of a mascot though, because like he actually got to soar with the clouds.
We watched mutant freak monsters reproduce in graphic detail in basket case.
And we also got to dig a bunch of giant worms. Can you dig it?
We future killed. We had bad taste.
we did indeed have bad taste.
We met a prehistoric bird.
We've kicked several midgets. We've saved Tromaville several times.
We have saved Troma. We are the heroes of Tromaville.
Yes.
Listen, we kicked ass for the Lord.
Yes, we fucking did.
We witnessed clown cars full of atheists.
We watched a Siamese twin fuck another Siamese twin.
Hulk Hogan was the ultimate weapon.
I wish I could forget.
So do I.
Not Hulk Hogan, but the the other one.
Yeah. We've been through the ringer.
Yes, we have.
We witnessed New York fall in 2019.
Oh yeah, sad year.
We also saved the golden child from Loopsy.
We made the planets. We made them all, Joe, and we ate them for breakfast.
I can't not laugh at that one.
No, Samurai Cop 2 was a freaking classic.
Oh, that was a beautiful movie. That was a wonderful time. That was an experience. Like, that wasn't a movie, that was a fucking experience.
Gumby did something to our chemistry.
Gumby took a part of me away. Truly.
We returned with the king. We battled killer clowns.
We drowned in the swamps and also fought in the space in the arena.
We met the melting man, the melting man, the melting man. We have met the melting man who came from outer space.
Indeed.
And
we
now,
also, we also killed the Quetzalcoatl with
Yeah.
fucking the man himself. Fucking
Matthew found the Mask of Light.
Bill.
I did find the Mask of Light. We've also, we've had our souls taken, but there's one thing that they'll never take from us.
Our
Our anal virginity?
we've had our life taken with stuffed birds.
Yeah,
But
that's
they will
it,
never
life.
take our immortal soul.
Never take the immortal souls away, though.
Okay, well, I guess like while I'm on the topic of anal, we saw a big ass spider. And
We had our states altered,
Oh yeah! Oh yes, we did. Yes, we did.
and we've seen sequels to things which should never have had sequels.
So many.
American Psycho, Titanic, Donnie
Puppet
Darko.
Master. If you weren't gonna mention Puppet Master, I definitely was.
No, the thing I don't count that because Puppet Master was bad, but like Puppet Masters 2, 3, and 4 were good.
Yeah, but there's still too many goddamn sequels.
Oh, we're not even scratching the surface on Puppet Master sequels yet.
Dude,
Yeah.
I forgot I watched fucking Titanic too. Like, I was there.
But
Yeah, I forgot I
finally
watched that movie. I was fucking the one watching.
all the way to the 200th episode. Congratulations.
You did
all
it.
of these wonderfully harmful things have brought us here. As
And
fragile as our minds are at this current moment, we
there
made
was
it.
something I wanted to do for our 200th episode, but given COVID, we couldn't do that thing.
Yeah, sadly. Maybe
Yeah,
So
next time.
instead, I have a movie here, a movie that is legendary among the kinds of movies we watch. A movie I'm honestly surprised we haven't gotten to before now.
Truly.
A rite of passage, a test of strength, the ritual that we have not yet completed.
Every
Our-
reviewer and their grandmother has done this. Literally, every reviewer and their grandma. Like
A
even,
proving ground.
like
We are
even,
doing the
what's his name?
1957 classic, Plan 9 from
Linkara's
Outer
grandmother, I think, has
Space.
watched this like several
Probably.
times. I think she reviewed it. Like I'm pretty sure Linkara's grandma actually did review this.
What
with
you mean?
Linkara.
Do you mean Fat Grandma?
Yeah, there you go.
But
I mean, I've seen Plan 9, so I'm kind of in the
I've
empty
seen this
void of
movie several times. I think the first reference to it, or like first time I've seen it, was after or during playing Destroy All Humans back when I was young. Like that was
Yeah, it
my
was
first exposure to it.
it was a full bonus feature. Like the full movie was on that game, wasn't it?
Yeah, along with
Yeah.
I think it was, and along with Teenagers from Outer Space and some other one. I forget what.
Robot
I
Monster,
know
I think?
Teenagers is on there, yeah.
Yeah, Teenagers from Outer Space for sure.
Was it Robot Monsters?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was
I don't
Robot
remember.
Monsters. It was another alien movie though, for sure.
This is the movie. It's one of the quote-unquote worst movies ever made. And I can say with 100% certainty that is not true.
I will agree with it partially, but honestly, there's so many things that make this movie understandable in terms of like what it turned out to be.
Look, we've seen worse movies that are
I mean, fuck,
less
there's an
enjoyable.
entire movie about the making of this movie.
It features Bela Lugosi and Vampira, who I think hosted a show back. She was a proto Elvira.
Yeah, for sure. And she ended up getting her own spin-off too in the form of the Vampira show.
I've obviously seen this.
Me too.
We've all seen this.
I think if like you even know what cinema is.
Yeah,
like,
but it's been years.
Well,
too.
not if you ever
extent.
know what cinema is, but if you know what bad cinema is, like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
If you're into the cult films, you've seen.
It's been
this.
years since I've seen this though, so like it's good to actually get back onto it again. I'm glad I got to watch this again.
Evil aliens attack Earth and send their
Yes.
terrible Plan 9 into action.
They
As
have
the
9
aliens
plans.
resurrect the dead of the Earth. The lives of the living are in danger.
Yes, and so are every single one of our minds
Our stupid minds.
and stupid minds.
You know, when like people were saying that the future generations are only getting dumber and all that kind of stuff, I feel like
It
I
started
feel
with
like-
this.
Yeah, I feel like Plan 9 kind of like started that whole thing.
This was the first little drop of acid on our brains that started to just slowly melt it.
So, without further ado,
Mm-hmm.
Plan 9 from outer space.
It is safe to state that the grandchildren of some of the people in this theater will not be born on Earth. They come from the bowels of hell, a transformed race of walking dead, zombies guided by a master plan for complete domination of the Earth. Plan 9 from outer space. Starring the most nightmarish cast ever, Bela Lugosi, the seductive Vampira, and Thor Johnson as the Walking Dead.
Turn off your electrode gun! No! No! Stop it, Dennis!
I can't get it, it's jammed!
Stop it, you fool!
Bullets bounce off their bodies. Rockets, missiles, jets cannot stop their death ships. What earthly power can stop this terror? For a glimpse of things to come, see this blast of screen suspense. For it could be happening right now.
Future
Very
events
scary.
future events such as these will affect your future.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Good job, Chris.
This
Hit the
was
nail on the head with your fucking nonsense.
this movie. This movie.
I feel like this
love it so
movie
much.
is Plan 9.
Yep. I swear, you can Ed Wood, gotta love him. You could give the man $1 million instead of making one really good movie, he'd make 1,000,000 movies.
He would spend like 50% on it, like 50% of it on like drugs and alcohol, and then like another like 20% on like costumes, and then like maybe like just all the rest of it he would just like blow on fucking like hookers and fucking like drag dresses.
I will say that the Japanese cover for this is insane.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it.
But Japanese everything is basically insane.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
pretty much.
This movie has Bela Lugosi, who doesn't say a line, dresses as Dracula for no reason, and is barely in it.
Hey, Vampira's one caveat to being in this film was that she have no lines.
And that she
I'm
have a
not even
waist,
kidding about that.
and she has a waist that doesn't exist.
Yes.
Man, I thought it was just like when I first saw it, I thought it was just like the background was messing it up or something.
No.
But then you get that one
She has
clear
no
shot, and you're like,
waist.
oh my god.
Do you not have organs?
She has a toothpick for a spine
It's so weird.
and no bones. Other than that,
So we start with a
it
man.
looks cool though. The most wonderful man I've ever that has ever known and graced the screen.
Who tells
Chris
us
Well.
that what we are about to... Chris Well predicts, who tells us
Yes. He
that
could
the
be the
events we are
future.
about to see are, like, legit happened, Joe, and they're from, like, eyewitness accounts, and you can totally believe it. You have to believe it because you, like, can't really prove it. Prove that this
Mm-hmm.
didn't happen.
He's wearing a suit and a tie. We gotta believe him.
He has white hair.
That fucking that hair swirl he has, dude. That fucking hair swirl gets me every fucking time. It engages my boner.
He looks like a turkey when he first appears. Because the lights spread out behind him like turkey
And
feathers.
his super awkward like neck movements and like twitches as he's speaking.
I was like so certain when I started watching this movie that like I genuinely thought I was watching the wrong film for like the first 10 minutes.
I think the first time I saw it, I thought he was like animatronic.
I'm not convinced he isn't.
I was like,
Oh.
is this a fucking robot?
Also, should probably get out of the way first. We're going to refer to her as Vampire because that's how she's credited, but the actress's real name is Mela Nurmi.
Yeah,
Right.
She's cool.
Yeah, Bela Lugosi gets to be credited as Bela Lugosi, but he has to be credited as a vampire. It's not like Bela Lugosi was credited as Dracula, even though that would have been hilarious.
She's honestly really cool in Ed Wood. Like if like when you actually see like the way she treated Ed in Ed Wood, and like oh my god, it's just so fucking funny. Like she doesn't give a shit about him at first. She's just so fucking
Classic.
dismissive towards him. Just like okay, whatever. What do I have to do in this scene?
Also, kudos to the most random pull being displayed on one of the bars in one of the shots.
Which
Eartha
one?
Kitt.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's
Huh.
crazy. There's a lot of like little things about this movie that like give it a lot of, like panache and like charisma. Honestly, it's like super endearing.
So much happened in this movie, I kind of forgot where we started in the film. Was it the graveyard or the plane?
Well, yeah, it starts in the graveyard during the funeral for Grandpa. That we
For
never get
Grandma.
to see.
Grandpa's...
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Bela Lugosi's wife, and he's crying.
Yeah, they're putting Grandpa on the ground, and there's two old men.
Grandma. They're putting Grandma on the ground.
I forget. Like, honestly, I thought it was Grandpa, and I hear Grandpa every time I've seen this movie. But like,
No,
when you
it's
say
Grandma.
it's Grandma,
It's Grandma.
whatever.
It was Bela Lugosi's wife.
Okay, but regardless, like, there's two old men watching them put the old lady in the ground, and they're just leaning on their shovels until the funeral is over, and then they go to pillage it.
No, they go to bury it. They're gravediggers.
They're grave robbers, dude.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are, bro.
No, they're not. They're
They waited for them to be gone so they can pillage it. And
Yeah,
then
but they
during their
waited in
pillaging,
broad
they
daylight with
died.
shovels.
No, they're digging it up.
It doesn't fucking matter anyway.
We'll
Bodies
agree
gonna
to
come out in a couple of minutes.
we'll agree to disagree.
Are we watching the same movie?
I think
I
any of us
don't
watch
know.
the same movie.
Can this movie be watched the same way twice?
I don't think so.
Can summary of movie?
Listen, like I said, I wasn't convinced until like the next scene happens when we're on the plane and the dude's like flying the plane. Then they look outside and there's just fucking flying saucers happening outside.
The
Just like
plane, which
I love
total
the scene of them driving down the highway and pointing at the fucking UFOs.
Oh my
all four
fucking God.
dumbasses in a car.
the UFOs are basically mufflers.
No, they're not even. Dude, they're actual fucking models. Ed Wood actually went to hobby shops and got fucking UFO models for
Well,
this shoot.
that's
didn't
actually
even get,
cool.
Like, he didn't get actual hubcaps. Like, he didn't get hubcaps or whatever. He got actual models of UFOs.
That's so
Like, that's
funny.
how devoted to this shit he was.
That's so funny.
I know, right? It's like, whereas anybody else would just make the fucking things, he actually went out and bought the stuff.
So that's
you
where all
bought-
the money went. God.
Yeah. That's, like, that and drag dresses.
Fair.
I'm guaranteed.
This movie fucking like, it goes everywhere, but like, I'm fairly certain it's not in a straight line.
Well,
Oh,
why
yeah,
would it be in
for
a
sure.
straight line?
Dude, this is a fucking roller coaster in the best of ways.
Oh yeah,
I would have it no other way.
nah.
I can't enjoy it any other way. This is how I want my plan 9.
Also, but yeah, Vampire rises from the dead as a zombie who's listed as Vampire Girl, even though she's not a vampire. She drinks no blood, and she...
Okay, I thought she came in on the meteor.
No,
No.
she's Bela Lugosi's wife, somehow.
Okay, well, I
So,
thought
yeah,
she came
he-
in on the meteor and then kills the guys like after she crash landed.
No. It's the space ray made her rise from the dead.
Okay, there are so many different ways to interpret this film then.
Okay.
Well,
Honestly.
I mean, like later they say that they revived both the guy and the girl.
Yeah, I know, but like
With electro rays.
still, it's like the big thing like shoots into the fucking earth. I didn't think that it like could pinpoint a grave from fucking space and
Oh yeah,
resurrect
that's
whatever's
the
in
whole
it.
that's the whole idea.
Gio,
Resurrect its
you're forgetting
contents.
this is the same movie that thinks there's an atmosphere in outer space.
Yeah, but like you put even Hawkeye on a fucking space station and like give him a Mosin gun. Do you seriously think he's actually gonna be able to like hit a fucking target 100% of the time?
I want
Gio,
to see that movie.
why are
That
you
would be great,
applying
wouldn't it?
logic to Plan 9 from outer space?
I'm not. I'm fucking literally using like Marvel logic, which is the opposite of logic.
Yes, but you're saying I can't imagine they could pinpoint a ray at this corpse, even though this is that's you're using logic. Stop applying logic. You'll go insane.
I can't imagine it, but it doesn't mean Ed Wood can't.
Exactly. So stop making your logic complaints, because they're irrelevant in this kind of movie.
I'm not complaining about my own logic. I'm complaining about Ed Wood's.
Don't complain about Ed Wood's logic, because Ed Wood has no logic.
We'll be here for like fucking 6 hours.
This is true. I
But,
will just go fucking nutty.
Oh yeah, like this movie will fucking drive you insane. It's
I will go goofy goobers.
I think like one of my favorite parts is actually in like one of like the next scenes that happen when like I think it's our main character and his wife are like sitting out in like their little lawn porch or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, what's his
And
name?
like
fucking
Trent, I think.
Yeah, Trench.
Yeah, he like
Pilot Trench dude.
they're just sitting outside. They hear the sirens and they're like, "Well, that's the 5th siren tonight." And I'm like, "You guys don't find this odd? Like, what's
Well,
going on here?"
Well, when you live in Tromaville, you know,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I
cops
guess.
are passing by left, right, and center. So like, yeah, they're trying to look for Toxie, or they're chasing down fucking the evils.
The evils.
They're trying to chase down those fucking chavs that like break into that one fucking restaurant.
Oh yeah, them.
That's who they're chasing.
Them.
So
Yeah.
we meet the aliens,
Mm-hmm.
meaning people in shiny shirts.
Yep, just the cast of Star Trek. Well, like, no, like, not even the cast of Star Trek. Fucking 3 rip-off characters that we never get to see from Star Trek. They couldn't make the cut. The cast of, fucking Lost Frontier or whatever.
We meet Yaros. We meet Yaros, some soldier guy who wants to like, hey, so we're doing. So what plan are you going to use to help us conquer the Earth? I don't know. Plan 9. Cool. What's Plan 9? We use zombies. All right.
Well, they go
cool.
through like, don't they go from 1 to 9? And, like, one
Yeah.
of them was just, like, UFOs everywhere. And
Well,
apparently that didn't work.
One plan. The main plan was okay. Let's talk to the human. But the humans were like, no, we refuse to believe you exist.
And also, none of the corpses that they've resurrected can speak because no one wrote a script for them.
Why would you write a script for the zombies? Dead people can't talk.
That's just silly.
They had no line.
I can't imagine the humans who can think fear the dead who cannot. What?
Oh
Death
man.
is always a shock, Merrick. So shocking, in fact, it takes away the script from you, so you don't know what your lines are.
After this whole thing of you know, that the people seeing the saucers and the fucking zombie lady coming back out. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember if he gets killed by her or he just dies. But
You know,
Bela
Bela
also
Lugosi,
dies.
he shows up outside his
No,
house,
eventually, yeah.
cries a lot, then dies, and then comes back as Dracula.
Uh-huh.
Like again, something that I just thought I was watching a different movie because at some point, like spoilers, fucking you know,
So he dies,
Hey,
turns
dies
into
and comes back.
You
turns
can put
into
5
Drac-
people in front of the screen watching the same, like, watching this movie at the exact same time, and, like, you'll get, like, 7 different versions of, like...
he
the events in
dies, he turns into Dracula, and then like a few minutes later, he's flailing around in a field. And then,
Fucking good.
and then Bela Lugosi is gone from the movie, and his role will now be played by Tom Mason holding his cape in front of his face.
He just looks like a fucking kid on Halloween, just running around enjoying the fucking fact that he's wearing
So
a cape.
good.
Because I think Bela Lugosi just kind of either gave up on the movie or died before it was made. It was
Oh
one.
no!
This was his
think-
last movie. This was the last movie he made before he died.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't remember who talks about this. I think that scene where like he's like flailing around in the fucking vampire costume wasn't even filmed for fucking Plan 9. It was filmed for something else, and then they just reused it.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, he
because
died-
This was the last movie he made before
Yeah,
he died.
he died the year
So-
before it came out. He died in 56.
I'm pretty sure this was actually filmed with him because, like, I remember in Ed Wood, I think, like, him just being like, okay, yeah, I'll help you out by filming some shots and stuff.
But
for
yeah,
you."
it seems like he died before the
Because he
movie
was-
could be. Yeah,
he was
died
washed
before
up by
the
this point.
he died before the movie could be finished.
Yeah, like,
So they
Lugosi was
just-
washed up already, though, and he wasn't feeling well. So, like,
Hmm.
yeah. They shot what they could with him, basically. But he's in the movie. He is,
Oh no,
like,
no,
in the
I know
whole
he's
thing.
in the movie. I just remember someone like mentioning that some of the footage that like uses Lugosi was like reused from like other stuff that he like either filmed before or just never got used in something else, so they just used it for Plan 9. I don't know if that's 100% factual. I just remember someone talking about that at some point.
It's possible they took
It doesn't
footage from
fucking
other
matter
stuff.
because it's just because of vampire anyway.
Honestly, like, he fucking Frankensteined the footage of this movie, Ed did. Like, he just took fucking stock footage and footage from other movies, I'm guaranteed, and, like, just whatever bullshit he could film, and, like, even takes that just should not have been in the movie, he left in.
I mean, heck, we watched Robo Vampire, where someone took like 3 unrelated films and slapped them together to make a movie.
The machine gun flamethrower.
Yes.
Honestly, someone should have taken a machine gun flamethrower to the footage of this movie.
So next, the 2 zombies kill Inspector Clay, who is
Yeah.
played by Tor Johnson.
His lines are the fucking best. He has the greatest line reads ever.
I think I had to rewatch his entire scene like 4 times.
Yes, okay, he has like 3 lines, and he goes about them amazingly. Like, he
You know
just bumbles through everything.
You know how like you'll watch a movie, right, and there's like a 5-year-old on screen, and they're like, "Oh, it's the director's kid. They just wanted him in the movie or something."
That's him.
Yeah, that's him. That's what it genuinely. Like, it looked like he just like it was his best friend. And he's like, "Can I be in this movie?" And they're like, "Sure, dude. Why not? You can talk, right?"
There are several
Walk up to
movies.
the camera and been like, "I'd poop my pants."
There are several movies, also by Ed Wood, where he plays a character simply called Lobo.
Wow.
That means Tor Johnson is the main man.
He is truly the space biker.
He also plays Lobo too.
Yes, of course. In
So he's-
this one, he plays man with newspaper.
Well, he plays Inspector Clay,
It doesn't fucking matter.
who becomes the best looking zombie in the movie. He is the best
100%
zombie.
admit that it
Because he's
looks- it
got
looks
the
really good.
he's got the contacts in, he's got the zombie face, he has that scar on. He's freaking scary. He works.
He's just fucking big. He's a very big, scary man.
And
And
they're
the
like,
way he talks is the funniest. He's like, I'll go take a look around.
and he gets shown
He just-
to like back on the alien ship. They're like, so how many of their dead have you raised? Oh, you did 3. Oh, congratulations. Are they all this powerful? It's like, he's not powerful. He's just fat. What are you talking about?
Hey, he's not fat. He's just big boned.
And they're like, "Oh well, who's the other 2 corpses? Oh, an old woman and an old man."
Gonna be
Oh.
sacrificing the old man. Also, what do you mean vampire is old? Movie?
I don't know.
Hey, he's a big boy now, Johnny.
Tor Johnson's a big kid now.
Are you gonna be okay out there, Clay? I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
So now they have 3 zombies and no clear plan.
Yes, they're still. I'm pretty sure they're still coming up with what Plan 4 is gonna be.
Plan 9 is make zombies. but it has no actual plan of what to do with the zombies.
It's like that South Park joke, right? Plan 9 starts with make zombies. Step 2 is question mark. Step 3 is profit.
Yeah, it's the Umbrella
It's the
Corporation
Umbrella,
business
yeah.
model.
It's like page 1 in the Umbrella Handbook.
Step 1, make zombies. Step 2, Step 3, profit.
We then we get the classic scene of just a bunch of fucking sausages moving around Hollywood and stuff like this, and people are obviously seeing them, but like not as impressed nor scared would you think they would be seeing a bunch of fucking flying sausages running around through the sky.
A lot of them mainly seem irritated.
Yeah, they're like,
They're
what the fuck
just
is
like-
this doing?
They're just like, oh, there's a big disc in the sky.
Like
And then they call the cops.
it's more. I got stuff to do. You're in my way.
Except for the drunk guy who like looks up at the UFO, just fucking puts his bottle down and walks
right.
away.
Also, like the first half of this movie has narration for no reason.
Well, no,
yeah.
it pops in and out. Chris Wells, he's in it. You know, he pops in just to add his 2 cents every now and again.
Make sure
because
the
he's
audience
man
is
that
still
knows
awake.
all. He's like, are you watching the film? like the guy in fucking Who Killed Captain Alex.
Also, let's get this straight. The aliens are kind of the good guys.
Yeah, sort of. Because they just want to help humanity. They want us to overcome our
they
history
showed
of
up and
retardation
humanity
in terms
shot
of
them.
Weapons.
They showed up,
And killed each
humanity
other.
shot them. They tried to talk, humanity shot them. Like, all right,
Who shot you?
You're gonna make this big bomb and you're gonna kill freaking everybody. So you know what? No.
Separate the weak from the obsolete.
We get one of my favorite exchanges of dialogue around this whole thing, because obviously Pentagon has to kind of get involved, because of course they do. And after a whole bunch of like
I'm the government.
like
I'm the
extraterrestrial,
reason nothing works.
after a bunch of basically extraterrestrial military training, I guess, that the U.S. does. You know, they
Yeah,
go
because they
talk
need
to
target practice, dude. They need
Yeah,
to be
it's
able to
target
like
practice.
defend
I
themselves
get
if they decide to
Because-
to kill
and-
humanity.
The pilot who saw the saucers, apparently just knows there are saucers because he has government clearance, even though he's
Yeah,
not
he's
an
the
Air
general.
Force. He's not
That's
a
the general,
no.
dude.
He's not an Air Force. He's a commercial pilot.
Oh, you're talking about Trench. Okay, I thought you were
yeah,
talking about
the
the
main
general.
guy.
It's like, I'm cleared for this. What, you're a sergeant? No, I'm an Air Force pilot. That's like, in terms of government classification, that's like one step away from just being a member of the B-52s.
Well, honestly, they're like
You're
they're
related to
always flying
planes, but it's
around.
not the same.
Like commercial pilots have seen a shit ton of UFOs. Like honestly, we can go looking for like hours on just like all of the like footage and like eyewitnesses basically that have been flying planes seeing UFOs. Like, cause there's a shit ton.
I love how they're like, oh, what do we do?
It
We
makes
can't
sense,
tell the
though.
customers.
This guy's the main character.
We can't tell the passengers. Can we land? I don't know. It's like, guys, you saw a UFO fly by and didn't actually do anything. Just ignore it for now. It's not important.
Also, he
Fuck it.
describes every disc-shaped UFO as cigar-shaped.
Yeah, even though they're not,
Yeah.
like, at all.
But then again, it was like
Don't
a
get it
thing
either.
back then to describe UFOs as cigar-shaped sometimes.
Sure,
what
but
kind of
like,
Like,
cigars
looking
is
at
this-
it from the side, but it's like, do you have no like determination of 3D perspective? Like,
You call it a flying saucer, you say it's cigar-shaped.
yeah. Did it look like this? You show him a hot dog, and he's just like, ah.
But yeah, so like it was mentioned before, you know, the aliens did try talking to the humans and stuff like that, and we are aware of that
They
because
tried.
they got the audio recordings from the aliens, but they couldn't understand it at first. It was a static jumble, so they just made a language computer.
But they speak English.
Well, no, it's because they're speaking It's like in movies when different people speak different languages until they're in the same scene together.
Oh, so what? At the end of the film, when they come in running with the gun, like running in with guns, they're like the aliens were actually going "Ak beep boop gosh
No. They're talking English then, but he's saying that when they're talking to their commander and stuff, they're probably speaking their own language, but for us,
Yeah,
the
they were
audience.
probably speaking
Also,
fucking Klingon.
amazing that they don't speak this language, yet they somehow managed to build a computer that can translate the language.
Yeah, the computer just figured it out. They're like, I got it, guys. We're good.
Honestly,
Stupid film.
It should have just been like, okay, now like here's a fucking biochip. Plug this into your head and download it with the fucking language of English.
Also, it should be said that the reason why they can speak English is because they basically did the same thing, but they were smart enough to use it beforehand, so they just were able to learn English.
No,
And
they
what
were
do you-
actually asked by Rio if they spoke the language of Chinese, and they said no.
And they called it the dictomograph.
Right. We called it the language computer or machine, whatever the fuck it was called. Doesn't matter. It's stupid.
Yeah, dictomograph is such a better name.
It should have just been called the gobbledygook phone.
I should have just called it the Babelfish, because that's what it's a dumb version of.
Should have just called it the.
They should
That's
have
it.
called it the stupid mind.
written like SpongeBob writes it in that one episode.
Yeah, exactly.
The essay. It has to be written in that exact font.
Absolutely.
Wait,
There's only one thing left to do when there's aliens afoot. Investigate.
My tanks go off!
It's fucking dumb.
then they go in. They
Fuck
find.
investigating. My tank go off.
They send Bela Lugosi, except he's not anymore, to a house and then make him into a skeleton. He's bulletproof, of course.
They send him, I think, after the wife, Mrs.
Yeah.
French. They send
Yeah.
they send him after her, and she ends up getting like dropped like on like the side of the road, basically, like just in shock, and she gets like found by a trucker / farmer. I don't know, a truckma farmer.
A truck farmer. He works.
Yeah,
on a
he
truck
farms
farm.
trucks.
Yeah.
There you go.
The best field of work.
It's the most valuable of resources, of natural resources, trucks. Full of rich nutrition.
Maximum. He's working on maximum overdrive.
Oh yes, that movie. Yeah, it's all starting to come together.
Hey, explains why he needs so much fertilizer and also smells like gas. And
Oh,
ass.
my Lord.
So yeah, she fucking falls in the road and he saves her. And then we see another shitty fucking backdrop of the pilot in the plane.
And Bela Lugosi turns into an actual human skeleton
Yes,
because
wonderful.
it was cheaper to just get an actual skeleton than to get a fake skeleton. So we're just putting an actual medical skeleton here.
It should
Man,
have
the
been a
economy back in the
skeleton.
50s must have been fucked up for that to happen.
It should have been a skeleton with just like shitty little vampire teeth and like the cape on it.
Like, you see, Matt,
Going
to get to make a fake skeleton, you have to make a fake skeleton. To get a real skeleton, you just have to kill a person.
You know, you're absolutely right. There's not that much of a process that needs to go down, rather than making the fake one.
Okay,
Understandable.
let's be honest here, guys. Let's be completely
Just
fucking
boil
honest
it and
here.
you're good.
All right, no, like let's just like be completely fucking honest. Let's get down to brass tacks. Bela Lugosi died after this film, so honestly, they could have just dug him up and just refilmed all of the
Says
No.
shots.
No, they didn't do that. Because Bela Lugosi was buried in his Dracula suit.
Yeah, exactly. Just dig him up and refilm the shots. He's already in costume.
Kind of fucked up.
That's a little... Okay, I expect this
I
from
know, I'm
Gio
gonna
at this
dial that
point.
back a little bit.
No, Gio, I expect this from you at this point. I'm not mad, just disappointed.
So does the audience, honestly. Like, I'm sure by now.
Remember our first review, our Zardoz review, where you just kept going on and on about Mike being a Nazi for no freaking reason?
hey, it was necessary.
I feel
alright?
like that's just daily conversation.
Yeah, honestly, like this is just how we interact.
Um,
But okay, in all honesty, the fucking the Bela Lugosi cape flex is honestly just like the strongest of stands.
It truly is just like a power move.
it's hard to follow the
He's
plot
just a
of this
JoJo.
movie.
There is no fucking plot to this movie.
Like
It's
the last
aliens.
the story
Yes.
beats that remain are they
If
get
it
their
did have a plot, it
guns.
wouldn't be half as enjoyable.
They get their guns, prove they're idiots, find out that we're gonna blow up the sun accidentally.
Sit on another like fucking like grade school play set.
We get called stupid minds. They shoot a console. They set the aliens ship on fire.
Oh
And
god, yes.
Then I'm assuming the planet's destroyed because they tried the last thing and the mothership still fly like in orbit around the Earth. So they just, I guess, fired their Death Star laser and blew up the Earth.
It doesn't blow up? The ship doesn't blow up?
No, the little ship catches fire and explodes. But I'm assuming
I thought that
big,
was the mothership though.
No, the mothership's the really big one that's in Earth's space atmosphere.
Yeah, but I thought it was the one that they landed and
No.
were doing
It
all
was
the
just a
plans
regular
in.
one.
Okay.
That was just a regular saucer.
Okay.
I'm assuming that the mothership blew up the Earth after.
No,
After that
'cause they're
one ship
still-
didn't come in.
They're still okay.
Well,
we don't even really get to
From
see
what we've
anything
seen,
after that because
they're
it's all
still
just
okay.
like it's all just like encapsulated. Like it's very well bookended with Chriswell.
Telling us that, and yeah, this
It's very neat.
you
that
can't
way.
prove this movie didn't happen though.
You know what? You know that fucking like I don't know if you guys seen it,
You're
but
right,
it's like
Chriswell.
it's like that fucking clip of that one guy from that TV show. It's like it's fiction. It's false. We made it up. False. It's fiction. It's that entire fucking thing for this entire ending of this movie. Where he's just like, I know you just sat down in the theater and watched all of this, but
And-
did you though?
Has the amazing line, "Future events like these will affect your
Your
future."
future. Yes. When you drink water, you are no longer thirsty.
Wait, do you think coronavirus is Plan 10 from outer space?
Fuck,
No,
for all
I
we know,
think
it's
this
Plan
is
20.
like this is this has been like Endgame all along. You know, this is just like
I mean,
this is nature's way of just like murdering
in the
us.
in the comic book sequel, which takes place, of course, there's a comic book sequel.
There's
There's also
it's-
Plan 10,
it's
which is an
always
actual
funny.
film.
There's
Yeah.
the plan from the aliens is to like replace our certain powerful people on Earth with robots.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this was made in the 80s,
Right.
Classic.
and one of them's Donald Trump.
Oh,
Why am I not surprised?
oh,
so that's how he became president.
No, he became president the same way Corvus did.
I mean,
He found a hat in a bunker as I'm the president now.
I thought he just like Nixoned his head onto Agnew's body.
That too. Though I do have one thing. I'm
Agnew's
just gonna.
robotic body.
I'm just gonna pause this for a moment, and I'd like to actually give a message to current American President Donald Trump.
But he's not currently president.
Na 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 na.
nah.
He's not currently president though. He got voted out, dude.
Goodbye.
True,
He's
but
not- yeah, but he's still
it transfers
president.
in January.
It transfers in January.
He's not president anymore. I don't care what anybody says.
Listen.
He's
You
not.
you could be like that all you want, but the way it fucking works is he's still that until January. It's kind of like how it's like, oh yeah, I'm done high school. It's like, sure, you're done high school, but exams are in 2 weeks, so you ain't fucking done high school yet.
Okay, so I should wait a few weeks before I send flowers.
No, you can send the flowers. It's fucking COVID, it's not gonna be there for another 6 to 8 weeks.
About sending flowers, Jason. This is a massive deviation. Jason Todd.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
dislike that character so much that if we lived in the same universe and I knew him and I knew his backstory, I'd send him a crowbar every every year on his birthday.
I would send him a Venus flytrap if I actually could.
Why?
But why not?
It's the most out of touch gift. Like I sent you a flower and it's a fucking Venus flytrap.
Hey, if I could, I would bring him a cactus and throw it in his face.
Cactus in the face.
That's gotta be a prickly situation.
Hey, it could have gone somewhere else, alright?
Fair. Plan 9's fun. Watch it.
Yes, it's a very interesting
Why haven't you
movie.
watched it already?
It's
a very
there
good-
on
it's a very good
YouTube.
question. Yeah,
and also, if you have a copy of Destroy All Humans, you can just pop this in and watch it, which I wish I still had.
And if you don't, the whole thing's on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
you
common.
can literally.
The
Yeah,
movie's public domain at this point.
It's so
Yeah.
easy to find.
Well, dude, it's like 61 years old, and like fucking Edward's dead, like 3 times over by now.
Ed Wood will never die.
He's done. He's gone, bro.
He is a Don. He's the Don of the bad movie mafia.
I was going to say he was dead, and then I was going to say that he's gone, and then it turned into Dawn.
So, Plan 9, I'm gonna give it the 8 plans that came before. Yes, I'm giving Plan 9 from Outer Space an 8 out of 10, and I don't care what you think.
High
People-
praise. Wow.
Yeah, it's the second best movie I've ever seen with Bela Lugosi in it.
That's
The
even
first
more high praise.
The
Holy shit.
best is obviously Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. That's just a perfect movie.
Oh, yeah,
It's a perfect
absolutely.
movie. The thing is, I do consider this better than Dracula, because the 1930s Dracula movie is terrible.
This is true.
It's something already.
Yeah, it's Dracula. Cool, it's a landmark movie. It's not good.
It
like
wasn't
it-
supposed to be.
It ends with a stake being driven into his heart off screen, and you just hear him go, and then the credits roll.
Pretty much.
Different times. No, I mean, like, look, I'm a big fan of like the cult favorites, right? Like, I always like finding the weird movies that you wouldn't typically find on your normal ventures. through
If we
cinema.
didn't, we wouldn't be here, Matt.
I mean, fair.
So, when are we going to watch Manos, the Hands of Fate?
Oh fuck!
I'll
It's
take
very
a rain
good.
check on that one.
It's very good. I'm pretty much same here. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. I can't come up with a clever line because the movie's probably funnier than I could come up with something.
Honestly,
it's very
you can't
very
make jokes about it. It just makes jokes about it.
So, why are you trying to kill our planet? Because you're idiots.
'Cause you're dumb.
Yeah. You're gonna kill yourselves anyways. We might as well try to kill you first to
My-
save your lives.
Sun
Wait.
particles.
One of my favorite fucking gotchas in like the movie is the part where they're like, yeah, you're just gonna figure out to use sun particles to like make a fucking bomb with sun particles, and like
We'll
that's
be the
stupid.
most powerful country.
It's like
Oh.
that's stupid. We can't see sun particles. You can't see a fucking atom either. Yet you still manage to splice that and blow it up. And I'm like,
Right.
he's got a point.
The thing
Alien's
is,
right.
the thing though, I don't think sunlight actually is made of particles.
I don't think a lot of things in this movie that are said are actual things that happen.
My
The
favorite
fucking
is
the
will always
script was
be
made of particles.
my favorite will always be when they talked about the atmosphere in space.
Of course.
I'm just that Willy Wonka gif, like that Willy Wonka meme picture.
Oh my god, it's such a fun movie. Like it's such a fun movie. It's
I like
definitely enjoyable.
I like all of the shitty lines and the shitty sets. Those are my favorite.
I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna watch the colorized version, and I'm gonna
Yeah, I
watch
haven't
Ed,
seen the color version yet.
and I'm gonna watch Ed Wood, because you know what? I like this movie. It was a good
Apparently,
movie.
there's 2 versions of the color version. There's one with like some really weird, like abrupt, like superimposed pictures and like words on certain things, and like a couple's name somewhere.
I'm also
And
going
there's one without
to.
all that shit.
Also, there's a remake of this movie.
Uh-huh.
Yes, there is.
It is called. It was made in 2015, called simply Plan 9, and has
And I
the
will never watch
greatest
it.
review. One of the reviews just says, "Not as good as Plan 9 from Outer Space," and may I just say that is the oofiest of the big oofs.
Imagine being like, yeah, it's not as good as Plan 9 from Outer Space.
It's not as good as, like, the worst movie ever made.
Oh my god. It's so funny.
I'm gonna give this literally every alien standing around looking confused, unsure of what their next lines are, or if they even have any lines to begin with, and then just devolving into complete and utter madness, rolling around on the floor, not able to breathe in the atmosphere of space.
Gio, that's very rude, okay? They are not called aliens, they are called actors. You respect them.
Have you seen the way they refer to any human, I use air quotes heavily on this, human behavior on set?
So bad.
Any excuse for what they're calling acting.
So good. It's so good that it's bad, and it's so bad that it's good.
Congratulations, Bella.
It's Pop-Tarts?
Your
Yes!
last... Congratulations,
Plan 9
Bella.
is the
Your
fucking
last
Pop-Tarts of
movie sucked
movies.
so bad it was amazing.
It is the Pop-Tarts of movies. You
I
you
would
shouldn't
s-
want it, but you're gonna get it.
I'm gonna do you one better. I'm going to say it is the deep-fried Kool-Aid of movies.
Deep fried Kool-Aid.
American carnival food. It shouldn't be, and you probably should not consume it. But my God, are you curious?
It's the deep-fried chode that Chris Welsh should go
and-
suck.
And like those deep fried dumb shit that you can get at a carnival, once you consume it, damn is it fucking good. It may only be good for a couple of minutes, and then maybe you'll feel like shit after, but it's still good.
After a few minutes, you're like looking up at the sky and like telling yourself exactly what Chriswell says right at the end, which is, "God help us, everyone."
God help us in the future. Alright, drinking game. Take a shot every time he says the word future.
No.
Or Hollywood.
Well, that doesn't count. They're in Hollywood.
No, take a shot every time you see or hear the word Hollywood. Or a
No.
skeleton.
Okay, well, skeleton's not so bad, but like,
They mention skeletons quite a lot, actually.
Oh yeah,
True.
the wife gets kidnapped by Tor.
The wife
Oh, yeah,
gets
fuck,
kidnapped
she
by
was
a
on the ship.
skeleton.
Yeah, and then that's why they go there to rescue her.
She gets boned.
that's right.
Also, the Arrow
forgot that.
just is super sexist in one scene. Like, he
Oh,
just
can we? Okay,
we
one last
we
thing.
use women for the continuation of the species, not to fight men's wars. Like, oh, that aged
Oh no.
beautifully.
I just want to mention, like, because we skipped right over it, the fucking the behavior after the fucking you humans and your stupid brains. That entire action scene after that of Trench wrestling with Enos, and he's just fucking ripping monitors out of the fucking walls
do
and
love-
like fucking flipping tables.
I do love you. What? Because you people are stupid. Yeah, stupid. What if I shoot all your complicated equipment? Yeah, that's not really helping your case, but all right.
I love it. It's so bad.
Stupid, am I? What if I act like a complete fool?
As if the fucking sets weren't terrible enough, they're just literally tearing them apart.
I also really like how, because they die, like the aliens die because the fucking ship gets caught on fire, and he
Yeah,
somehow knocks the
fucking
alien
Tana,
out.
Tana just fucking dies on the
But-
ship trying to fucking wake up Eno.
But like the thing that I find really fucked
Blows
up is
up.
you're telling me they have an entire like technology based ecosystem happening of that can just make everything happen, like everything possible for them to do. They
Yeah,
can
they
make
should
the
be
no
like
fire.
the
They,
Borg.
they don't got fucking sprinklers?
Yeah, they should be like the fucking Borg. They should be like unstoppable.
Is it fucking aliens in water, man? It's so stupid.
They're fucking morons. And they're calling us the idiots. Look at them.
So,
they got beat by a bunch of fucking monkeys trying to hop a football.
since it's episode 200, what are some of the most memorable reviews that we've done in the past 100 episodes? I guess
Oh, we just mentioned all of them, dude, at the beginning of the.
we did.
at
Oh
the
yeah,
beginning
so
of
we
the
did.
Review, dude. Like, what more can we mention?
I'd like to mention like one funny thing that happened. I think we mentioned it in the review, but I don't remember. When we were doing Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within,
Of course.
I will never forget when we were like maybe fucking 50 minutes into the movie. Because I was at Merrick's place when we watched it right before this whole COVID thing happened, and my favorite part was 50 minutes into this movie. I just see Merrick get up. He leaves the room, turns back, and goes, "Just let me know what happens. I can't stand this fucking movie." I don't remember what you left or read. I just remember you left and you were very happy that you left. Because it didn't fucking matter.
I remember one thing about that movie
wonderful.
is that the villain James Woods has a "oh my god, what have I done" moment, and then continues to be the villain.
It just continues being the bad guy. Oh, fuck.
Well, like, that's basically on par. Like, that behavior for Merrick is basically on par with me being done with Saint Dracula and just walking into his kitchen and slamming my face on his fucking oven so I could feel something.
Oh, fuck.
I hurt myself today
To
to see if I still feel.
And of course, there's the classic me not returning until Video Dead was fucking done.
Oh, the even
Don't
more
call me back until it's over.
the even more classic where I sat Gio down and gave him a paper bag.
Well, yeah, that was episode 1.
No, that was episode 4.
It was still, like, it's episode 1.
And
for
he
me.
slowly opened the paper bag and said, "Oh no, it's Gumby the movie. It's Gumby the movie."
The passions of youth.
I remember when we once
How I wish I
tried.
could regain them.
I remember when we once tried to review Vampire's Kiss, but realized that aside from the few Nicolas Cage freakout moments, that movie's just mind-numbingly boring.
What else
and
can we
uninteresting.
possibly say about that fucking, like, piece of schlock film? Like, there's nothing. Like, that movie is not even schlocky enough to, like, be on par with this movie.
What else is there?
Honestly, there's more enjoyment in this than there is in Vampire's Kiss.
There's the cursed review. How many times did we try and fail to review America 3000?
Hey, we mentioned that in the review, okay? Like, honestly, I feel like that review was, like, just a running gag of how many times we've tried to review it. Because, like, I made so many, like, I just said the same things, basically, like, 3 times. And, like,
Sometimes a movie does that to
honestly,
you, you know?
There
that
was
fucking movie. And
Return
honestly,
of the
us being
King.
Let's Players, like, that's how it is with footage sometimes.
about Let's Plays. Matthew.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm using your full name. Why have you not gotten around to covering that Bubsy game I so graciously gave to you when we were playing Kingdom Hearts?
It's 2020 is fucking bad enough.
Yeah, because he'd rather not have cancer, okay, during coronavirus times.
Just be frank. I have played it. All right, I finished it. And
You finished it?
yeah, it's not that terribly bad. It's
Hold the fucking phone. You finished it?
I finished except for Bubsy 3D because I hate myself, but I don't hate myself that much. I
Matt-
finished every other Bubsy game.
Matt, I'm buying you ice cream.
No, thanks.
I
I'm buying
have
fucking ice cream for putting up that shit.
managed to stop taking. Like, I still wear the
Someone
I still wear the mask and I social distance in it and wash my hands and everything. But I've stopped. I can't take the word Corona seriously anymore.
Well, that's
Good
why.
night.
Just
that's
because
why
in
most
my
people just call it
because
COVID.
in my mind it auto completes to my Corona.
I was
No,
thinking
that's my
Corona Mountain.
Sharona.
I know, but it auto completes to my Corona. Because
I just think of fucking Corona Mountain from Super Mario Sunshine.
I just think of the drink, the beer, and Nelson,
Yeah.
and my dad liking Corona also.
I used to drink Corona when I was younger.
I think we
Everybody
all
likes
have.
Corona.
Yeah, so I feel like we all did.
Everybody likes that, man. Like, that's like one of the first beers like anyone
It's
drinks.
the perfect like bar drink, you know.
Yeah,
I
man.
remember, like,
Well, it's the perfect barbecue beer.
some of my favorite reviews from this last 100 were Chud 2 and House 2, and how surprisingly just fun they were to watch.
Mine were probably VHS.
Oh yeah, VHS.
Both VHS movies. I liked Phantasm. Those were pretty good too.
Remember when you dropped something when we were reviewing VHS and we just made it into a bit and pretended to be eaten by ghosts?
Hey, those ghosts, they still haunt us, okay?
And then we gave our
Fair
actual
day.
review. Then we gave our actual review of the movie at the end, but I put it backwards.
Hey, that review had it all, okay? It had ghosties, it had JoJo posing vampires, it had fucking it had Manny Ramirez fucking like one hand catching a football. It had I don't even know. It had human fanny packs.
My
Yeah.
favorite part about this entire list is I'm still not sure if you're like fucking talking shit or not. That's the best part of that list.
Zombie 2 was a watch.
Yeah,
That's true.
we got to watch Bionicle, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was glad
know-
to watch Bionicle again.
My review of Bionicle, my opinion on that is much similar to young Statler and Waldorf's review of Fozziwig's speech in Muppet Christmas Carol.
Right.
That was boring. That was stupid. That was pointless. That was short. I loved it.
Pretty much.
Honestly, I feel like that should be like the review to this. Honestly, it's just like, yeah, we loved it. It was schlock and it was awesome. It's like anybody that's anyone should watch this thing. Like honestly.
It's a great movie, except for the parts where it's fucking terrible. But,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's what makes it good.
Of course, and honestly, I feel like watching Ed Wood before it gives you more of an appreciation for the film too.
I'm gonna go watch Ed Wood now. I think.
Like honestly, yeah, do that shit because like
I hear
honestly,
it's
like, it
also
explains
one of-
so much.
One of the better Johnny Depp movies.
I don't know. I still like a bunch of his other ones too. Like honestly, like Donnie Brasco and like fucking Ninth Gate are like still like two of my favorite Johnny Depp films. Like those two films are like
I like
so
Ninth
hard
Gate.
to top.
I
Yeah,
like
Ninth
Nightmare.
Gate's fantastic.
I like Nightmare on Elm Street, but I do not like it for Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I liked the first Pirates of the Caribbean. I think is a solid Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah, the first one is
That
just
was-
a solid film.
That was his movie, man. That was all him. He had that franchise on his back after that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Finding
he had that shit in the
Neverland.
bag.
Finding Neverland and What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
I've
Finding
never seen those
Neverland
two.
was... Oh, that one was...
That was
Just
a good
thinking
one.
about it. Yeah, that one made me sad. That one hit a little bit.
I haven't
Anyway,
watched those two yet.
I think that's episode 200 wrapped up and in the bag. Sorry it couldn't be bigger. We'll try bigger for episode 300, but COVID.
Yeah,
Hey.
COVID.
Hey, we're coming to you, okay, to tell you about all of these things and ask you, can you really say that this review didn't happen?
No, this review obviously happened, Gio. We're not pretending it didn't happen. No one's saying this review didn't happen.
I mean, I'm seeing my voice waves right now.
Likewise.
Hey, people nodded. People said that that horseless buggies and airplanes and telephones were not going to exist, and even TVs. They shunned them. They said, "Oh, bah humbug! Those will never exist."
Yeah, and then the alchemation of all that made Plan 9 from outer space. What's your fucking point?
Yeah, and our review of Plan 9 from Outer
Now,
Space is coming to you on
there-
your television, phone, laptop, computer,
Now-
fucking dinosaur head.
Next week, there will not be an episode of Mindbreakers. Because next week,
gasp.
next Friday, is the 25th of December. It's
Oh.
Christmas Day. Which means we're not going to have a standard Mindbreakers episode. We're going to do our usual, instead of having, doing just two to come out one day, Mindbreakers are going to come back on January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, let me double check my calendar to make sure I'm not talking nonsense there.
It's
January 1st.
It's gonna
And-
happen. It's gonna come back. It's gonna return with me, with my face being superimposed on the baby Jesus in a manger.
No promises. And so next week we are going to be, instead of your standard Mindbreakers episode, same time, 6 p.m., but it's going to be Mindbreakers Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What special time, what special place on Mindbreakers Christmas.
That Mindbreakers at the Christmas.
Now, I'm gonna keep what we're watching for Mindbreakers Christmas a secret for now. Well, not so much a secret, but a surprise.
It will be brought to you by Santa and Oji-sama.
But episode 201, when we finally get to that, is going to be a sequel to an Alien film we did way back near the beginning. Well, no, not near the beginning.
At the dawn of time.
It's going to be a lesser known monster alien sequel that I know about because of Francis York Morgan.
Oh God, one of those ones, huh?
One of those ones.
Wow.
Anyway, I've been Mark D'Amato.
I've been Matt.
And I've been denying the fact that this review ever happened.
And thank you for sticking with us for 200 episodes.
Yes, I'm denying this is actually real because you guys are too good to us.
200's a big number.
It is.
200 is like...
It's like more than 3.
Is like 2010s.
You know, Lex Luthor once stole 40 cakes.
He did once steal 40 cakes.
That's 4 tens.
That's too many.
That's just awful.
That's just
awful.
that is like 39 cakes too much, you know?
Anyway.
Ed Wood made one terrible film. That's too many. That's
And we will
awful.
And we will see you in the future.
God help us.
Ciao, you guys.
Ending credits.